The Interstellar Council couldn't believe their luck when they discovered the human colony ship drifting through the void. After centuries of searching for subjects capable of surviving the brutal prison planet of Vega 7, they had finally found the perfect candidates: Deathworlders. Admiral Kor examined the small figure on the surveillance screen. Among the 200 humans selected for transport, one stood out, a young female named Maya. Unlike her companions who cowered in fear, she studied her captors with calculating eyes, memorizing their movements, their weapons, their weaknesses. "She's too small," his second-in-command argued. "The apex predators of Vega 7 will tear her apart within hours." Kor dismissed the concern with a wave of his appendage. "Deathworlders are resilient. If they can survive on a Class 10 death planet, surely one can serve as entertainment for our pit lords." The journey to Vega 7 took 3 standard cycles. While other humans wept and pleaded, Maya spent her time observing the ship's systems, asking questions about Vega 7 and studying the alien crew. The guards found her curiosity amusing. What could one small Deathworlder do against the might of the Galactic Entertainment Syndicate? On the day of transport, they dropped Maya on the surface without ceremony. Around her, colossal creatures that had dominated their respective worlds prowled the landscape. The Crimson Stalkers, massive feline-like beasts with razor-sharp claws, had slaughtered countless warriors. The Stone Crushers, armored behemoths weighing several tons, had crushed every opponent placed before them. And the Shadow Dancers, invisible hunters with venomous fangs, had never failed to claim their prey. Maya spent her first day hidden, watching the apex predators from a distance. She noted their territories, their hunting patterns, and most importantly, their weaknesses. On the second day, she began to move. The Crimson Stalkers expected victims to run or fight. Maya did neither. When one approached, she stood perfectly still, maintaining eye contact. The confused predator circled her, unsure how to process this strange behavior. Maya noticed a festering wound on the creature's paw, likely from a territorial dispute. With slow, deliberate movements, she gathered medicinal plants she'd observed other creatures avoiding, crushed them, and offered the paste to the stalker. The beast hesitated, then allowed her to apply the medicine. Within hours, the pain subsided, and the stalker's posture changed from aggressive to curious. By nightfall, it lay beside her like a protective guardian. Word spread among the apex predators. The Stone Crushers, perpetually plagued by parasites they couldn't reach, discovered Maya could climb their massive forms and extract the irritating pests. The Shadow Dancers, who hunted alone and suffered from loneliness, found themselves gathering around her small camp, drawn by her ability to see through their invisibility. She tracked them by the subtle disturbances they created in the environment. The Council watched in disbelief as their entertainment arena transformed into something unprecedented. Maya wasn't just surviving. She was building alliances. "Release the Void Beast," Admiral Kor commanded. "Nothing has ever survived contact with it." The Void Beast emerged from its containment, a mass of writhing tentacles and teeth that consumed everything in its path. Even the apex predators fled. But Maya stood her ground, studying its patterns. She noticed its movements weren't random. They followed a bioluminescent rhythm pulsing within its body. Using materials scavenged from across the arena, Maya created a device that mirrored the creature's light pattern. When the Void Beast approached, she activated it. The creature paused, its tentacles swaying in confusion. Maya began moving to its rhythm, mimicking its biopatterns. Slowly, the Void Beast's aggression diminished. It recognized in her something familiar, a fellow apex predator using intelligence instead of brute force. Within a month, the prison planet of Vega 7 had transformed. Maya hadn't conquered the apex predators through strength or fear. She had understood them, healed them, and united them. The entertainment arena became silent, as warriors from countless worlds found themselves spectators to something extraordinary. The Council convened in emergency session. This was supposed to be execution by proxy, not whatever this had become. "The Deathworlder has created an army," Admiral Kor observed grimly. Our most dangerous predators now follow her command. As if summoned by his words, the arena's barrier began to crack. The combined strength of all Vega 7's apex predators working in coordination was breaching the supposedly impenetrable energy field. Crimson Stalkers used their claws to create purchase points. Stone Crushers added their massive strength. Shadow Dancers found structural weak points, and the Void Beast consumed the energy itself. Maya emerged from the breach, riding atop the largest Stone Crusher, flanked by Crimson Stalkers, with Shadow Dancers materialized from thin air and the Void Beast coiling protectively overhead. Behind them marched creatures that had until recently been the galaxy's most feared prisoners. The Council's fleet prepared for battle, but Maya raised her hand. In her other hand, she held a device, cobbled together from arena technology that could broadcast across all channels. "You sent me here to die," her voice carried across the void. "Instead, I found family among those you called monsters. We don't seek war, but we won't remain prisoners. Stand down and let us leave peacefully." Admiral Kor realized the impossible truth. She had become what they had sought to avoid, a leader capable of uniting the galaxy's most dangerous creatures, not through domination, but through understanding. The Council's vote was unanimous. Grant them freedom. Maya led her unusual family to a habitable world on the edge of civilization. There, the apex predators built a society where strength and intelligence coexisted, where former prisoners became protectors, and where a human Deathworlder ruled not as a queen by conquest, but as a queen by choice of her people. In the years that followed, the story spread across the galaxy. Beware the Deathworlders, for they possess something more dangerous than strength: the ability to turn enemies into allies and prisoners into family. And sometimes the greatest apex predator isn't the one with the sharpest claws or the strongest jaw, but the one who understands that true power comes from bringing others together. Maya's legacy endured, proof that even on a world designed for death, life finds a way when guided by wisdom rather than force.